Hey everybody, welcome back to Swift Guitar Lessons for another song tutorial. Today we're going to be digging into some classic blues as I break down my approach to playing Nobody Knows You When You're Down and Out. Now my arrangement is going to draw inspiration from the Eric Clapton version, both the unplugged and also his live performances, including some of my own embellishments. Now I have a full tab and also a chord sheet for you at patreon.com/swiftlessons. There you can find extra resources for all my popular YouTube guitar lessons. Now, let's get started with a full demonstration of the tune. I want you to study it and see what you can figure out on your own. From there, I'm going to break it down for you step by step. Let's get started.
1, 2, 3, 4. Once I lived the life of a millionaire, spent all my money without a care, took all my friends out for a mighty good time, bought bootleg liquor, champagne and wine, and then I began to fall so low, lost all my good friends, had nowhere to go. When I get my hands on $1 again, I'll hang on to it till that eagle grains. 'Cause nobody knows you when you're down and out. In your pocket, not one penny, and as for friends, you ain't got any. And when you get back on your feet again, everybody wants to be a long lost friend. It's mighty strange, without a doubt. Nobody knows you when you're down and out. Nobody knows you when you're down and out. In your pocket, not one penny, and as for friends, you ain't got any. And when you get back on your feet again, everybody wants to be a long lost friend. It's mighty strange, without a doubt. Nobody knows you. Nobody knows ya. Nobody knows you when you're down and out.
Let's break that down. Okay, a closer look at the fretboard, getting started breaking down this classic blues song, originally written by 1920s pianist extraordinaire Jimmie Cox and made famous by the likes of Bessie Smith and Eric Clapton. So getting started with our intro section, we're in the key of C and standard tuning. We're going to be using fingerstyle, kind of like a Travis style fingerpicking technique, meaning our thumb is going to control the bass notes E, A, and D string, and our index, middle, and ring fingers can be used to control the G, B, and high E strings. Okay, so let's get started learning how to play the chord progression, which is full of borrowed shapes. Actually, what the composer is using here is called secondary dominance. This is a technique that allows us to take chords that are typically minor within a diatonic key and turn them into dominant 7 chords. Okay, so with that in mind, here is the underlying chord progression. You need to memorize this first. It's going to be C major, 1, 2, E major or E dominant 7. That leads us to the next chord, A dominant 7. That's the secondary dominant to D minor. Back to A7 and D minor. 1, 2, 4. Next, a climb. F major 7. F sharp diminished. To a C. And A7. Next, D dominant 7. To a G dominant 7 to finish it up. Put that together and we've got 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. F major 7. Diminished. C. A7. D dominant 7. And G dominant 7. Alright, now the one very unique thing that's going to happen with this chord progression in terms of the rhythm is each chord is going to come in a half beat early, meaning the thumb is going to strike the root note of each chord 1/8 note before the beginning of the next measure. Very, very cool. Alright, now that you have the chord progression in mind and memorized, let's get down this intro with the finger picking. It's going to look and sound like this at a slow pace. A 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3. And 1. And a fill. And then into the verse section you go. Okay, breaking that up into 3 lines of tablature, which again you can print out at patreon.com/swiftlessons. Getting started with line number 1, again it looks and sounds like this. Ending with the open D string, which would usher in the next chord, D minor, and line number 2. Okay, so that started with the C major chord. We're gonna play the bass note, and then an upstroke using the middle finger on the B, G, and the D strings. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. All right, next we're gonna slap the strings and take the E major chord and transition to E7. And then the A chord coming in a half beat early. Okay, so I took my E major chord, I'm hitting the bass note. Next, I can just do a hammer on onto the G string 1st fret, but if I have the experience for it, I can play a little trill. Following that, we have the open high E string, and then the 3rd fret of the B string, the dominant 7, implying E dominant 7. So if we have, and 1, 2. All right, next go to the A dominant 7 chord, frets 2, 2, 2, 3. All right, so then we're gonna have very cool technique there. Remember, we went to that chord a half beat early, played the B and the G string. Next measure, bass, bass, highs, highs, slap, bass, highs. All right, from there, the open D string ends that measure and gets us into line number 2. So far you put all 3, well, really 2 measures together in line number 1, and we have, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and. It's so important that you practice playing really slow and count as you go, so that way you can really lock into the rhythm. Okay, now getting into line number 2, it's gonna sound like this. Alright, and that last root note there is going to be for C major, getting us into line number 3. Okay, so that began with the D minor chord, measure number 3. Get it into your ear first. And that last D minor chord is going to ring into the next measure. Okay, so that was up, up with the middle finger. Next, a triplet, 1, 2, 3. That was a slap of the strings, the D string, followed by an upstroke on the B and G strings. So far you have 1 and 2 and All right, next, A7 back to D minor. We're gonna play. All right, so that was A, an upstroke on the B and G, then another upstroke, including the high E before, quickly jump into the D minor chord. Put that measure together, we have 1 and 2 and a 3 and 4 and. All right, the next measure we're gonna play, a walk up. We have the D minor chord ringing through. Next we play bass up, up, followed by 1, 2, 3. Put measures 3 and 4 together, it should sound like this. A 1 and 2 and a 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. All right, now the final measure of line number 2 should sound like this. All right, with that last note being for the C chord in the next measure. All right, so there we had F major 7. I'm gonna play an upstroke, high E, then back to the B string. So 1 and 2. Next, reach your pinky out to the 4th fret of the D string. This is going to be F sharp half diminished. All right, so the exact same picking pattern. Then finally, the last eighth note, the 3rd fret of the A string, the root note to the C chord. Put all of line number 2 together and it should sound like this. D minor. All right, that gets us to line number 3, which will look and sound like this. Next we have G7, but we can play this great little lick. Once I lived the life of a millionaire, and then into the verse. Okay, so that started with measure number 6. We're playing. All right, so that was the bass note of the C chord, last measure, followed by the upstroke. Next, the walk down, 2, 1, 0. Followed by an upstroke on the A7 chord using this 2-finger configuration. D string 2nd fret, B string 2nd fret. All right, so far you have. Next, the high E string, back to the B and G, followed by the open D string, which is going to get us into the next measure using D dominant 7. Next, we're going to play up, up, slap, bass up, slap, followed by okay, so there I'm picturing the G major pentatonic scale, maybe the G major blues scale since I'm using some chromatics. And I'm playing the lick. 03, 01, 2, 02, 3, 2, 03. The end of the lick kind of switches to the C major scale. Okay, so one more time. 03, 01, 2, 02, 3, 2, 03. Okay, and that last note there, that C note on the A string 3rd fret, is going to be the bass note for the incoming chord C major and the beginning of the verse section. Okay, you put that entire intro together and it should sound like this, nice and slow. We're gonna do our best to count along as we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 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 2, and 3, and 4, and 1. Okay, now, as you move into the verse section, I want you to keep in mind that you can include as many of those embellishments, those cool licks, those cool movements into your verse as you want. But what I'm going to give you for your verse sections is something much more stripped down and easier to sing on top of. Okay, excellent work everybody. You have that intro section down. Now from here, everything's going to get a lot easier. We have those stripped down techniques that we have for the verse sections. First, a demonstration. It's going to look and sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Once I lived the life of a millionaire. Spent all my money, didn't have a care. Took all my friends out for a mighty good time. Bought bootleg liquor, champagne and wine.
Alright, then verse number 2 is going to be the exact same thing. Okay, taking that measure by measure, I'm going to play through it and kind of call out what I'm playing. So I'm starting off an 8th note early, hitting the bass note of the C chord. Bass up and slap, E up, up, slap, A up, slap, and up, slap, D. Okay, now measures 3 and 4, we're going back and forth between D minor, A7, and then back to D minor for a full measure. So that's going to be... ending with the open D string, bringing us into the second line of tablature, where we're going to have a slight difference in our technique. You put all of line number 1 of our verse section together, and it should sound like this. A 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, and slap, E up, slap, A up, slap, and up, slap, D, D minor, A7, D minor. Alright, now demonstrating line number 2, it's going to look and sound like this. Alright, ending on a C note to get us into verse number 2. Okay, so there I start off with the F major 7 chord. I'm going to use my thumb and middle finger to strike all 3 strings, D, G, and B. Followed by the open high E and a slap. So 1 and 2. Next on the end, reach for the 4th fret of the D string. We're going to that half diminished chord. Alright, so that was D, an upstroke, high E string, followed by a slap. Next, we have the C major chord. We're going to play that walk down just like we did in our intro section. Alright, so that was bass up, 2, 1, O, up, E, slap, then the open D string gets us to D dominant 7, where we're going to play bass up, slap, bass up, slap, followed by G dominant 7, bass up, slap, bass up, slap, C. With those root notes still coming in a half beat early, those chords kind of rolling on top of one another. Okay, you put that entire line of music together, it should sound like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Okay, and our entire verse section being applied to verse number 2 should sound like this with a little bit of vocals.
Then I began to fall so low. Lost all my good friends, had nowhere to go. When I get my hands on $1 again, I'll hang on to it till that eagle grins. 'Cause nobody knows you.
And that gets us into the chorus section. Okay, beautifully done everybody. So far you have the intro section and also the verses down. Now, great news. The choruses are going to be played almost verbatim to the verses, just with one slight difference. So playing through it, you're going to spot the difference here.
'Cause nobody knows you when you're down and out.
All that was verbatim. Now, here in the second line, here's where we have the difference, right here. Alright, so instead of playing F major 7 to that diminished, we're going to play and switch to a D7/F sharp chord. Bass up, slap. Then the walk down. And then the D7 chord, just like before. noting that if you played it the exact same way you've played it in the verse sections, that's still gonna sound great. Okay, so putting all that together, applying it to a chorus. 'Cause nobody knows you when you're down and out, in your pocket, not one penny, and as for friends, you ain't got any. All right. There, after the chorus in my demonstration, I performed an original guitar solo. You can click the card right here in the top corner to check out a full lesson, breaking down the mindset of a pro soloist and each of those licks. Now, the last thing you need to learn is the outro chorus. It's played the exact same way, except it's going to have this momentous ending, switching from D7 to F dominant 7. And I'm going to take this opportunity to close up shop with a nice little blues lick. So it looks and sounds like this, going to the end of the tune. Said it's strange, without a doubt, nobody knows you. Nobody knows you. Back to D7. Nobody knows you. Letting that G dominant 7 ring out. When you're down and out. All right, a great way to end the tune right there. So that was pretty basic. We have some rhythm options with this D dominant 7 chord. We're gonna have it for 2 measures. We can play down, up, chuck, up, down, up, chuck, up, down, up, chuck, up, down, up, chuck, up, and do the exact same thing for the F dominant 7 chord. Down, up, chuck, up, down, up, chuck, up, down, up, chuck, up, down, up, chuck, up. Return back to the D7, down, up, chuck, up, down, up, chuck, up. And then let the G dominant 7 chord ring out. Okay, now let's end the tune. A little minor blues scale, key of C, with the addition of the major third, which in this case is going to be an E note. All right, that gives it some major flavor. So here I'm gonna play. Okay, so right there I had the 8th fret of the low E string wrapped around with the thumb, followed by the minor third on the high E string, 11th fret with a slight bend, followed by some triplets. That was 8, 11 on the B, down to 8. Add that into the mix and we have. All right, then on the G string, I'm gonna play. All right, that was a slide and a slide back. 10 going up to 11 and then back to 10. And then pulling off down a full step down to 8. So far we have. All right, there I'm on the 10th fret of the D string to kind of end that first part of the phrase. Followed by 8, 9, 10. The minor third going up to the major third. Classic blues right there. All right, following that, we can have an upstroke, open strings, followed by a C sharp 9 chord, down to C9, where we can resolve. All right, so that first chord, that's gonna be frets 4, 3, 4, 4, 4, then just bring it down a half step, and let it ring out for dramatic effect. Okay, so finishing up the tune. Nobody knows ya. D7. Nobody knows you when you're down and out. Just like that, and you're ready to perform. All right, everybody, thanks so much for checking out this blues guitar tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. And be sure to share what song you think I should break down next. Big thanks to my supporters at patreon.com/Swiftlessons. I hope you're enjoying all those extra resources. And until next time, this is Rob coming at you from the Jersey Shore saying happy picking.